Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
No, it's a fire extinguisher.
No.
That's a
Oh,
smart.
you're already recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's a fire extinguisher.
Hello,
More
everybody.
electronics.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Apartment Theater. I didn't prepare at all for this. Thank you guys for being here today. Hey, there was 150 downloads. Thanks.
Thanks.
Seriously, it means a
Yay.
lot. Thank you
It
guys so much for
does.
downloading the episodes. Get more people to download. I think you can have it set on Spotify to where it auto downloads for you. So
Yeah, I
make
think
sure to
so.
do that. Make sure to give us 5 stars because it helps us out.
Mhm.
And for a podcast that has literally no advertising,
Mhm.
we're doing our
all right.
best.
We're doing
We're
all right.
doing our
Yeah.
best by not doing anything.
Mhm.
That's our motto.
Mhm. You know,
So today's episode. Oh, go ahead.
you can still get places by crawling,
It's true. And
Not
we
quickly,
are the
but you can still get
we
there.
are the proof.
Anyway,
Just saying.
thanks. Okay.
Anyway,
Welcome
bye.
to Apartment Theater.
All right, so today we're talking about a movie called Heart Eyes. It's directed by Josh Ruben, who used to be on College Humor and now he's on Dropout. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Dropout. He does.
It was weird seeing him. I was like, why is he in this?
I know, right?
Yeah, he's directed some other horror movies too, and I'm surprised we haven't watched them yet, but
Oh,
we
We'll
probably
get
will
there.
at some point.
yeah, we probably
So,
will.
Hard Eyes. No couple is safe when the Hard Eyes killer strikes Seattle. A pair of co-workers pulling overtime on Valentine's Day are mistaken for a couple by the elusive couple hunting killer. Now they must spend the most romantic night of the year running for their lives. What did you think of Heart Eyes?
I liked it. It was funny.
It was
It
fun.
was stupid. Yeah, it was just funny and stupid.
Yeah.
The kills were brutal. Like it's
Mhm.
just a slasher kind of. Like it's brutal. The apple grinder, or like I don't know exactly what that thing's called, but that death
Oh,
was
the juicer, the
juicer,
grape
yeah.
juicer. Yeah.
It was apple juicer. They were in an apple vineyard.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those were grapes.
Hold on. Okay, but let's continue. Let me
Those
bring up
were
the
not-
scene.
Those were not
I-
apple trees.
Hold up.
Those
hold
were
up.
grapes.
I'm typing this in right now. Hold on.
Those were not apple trees.
Is there
Give me a
apple
second.
wine?
Yeah, there's wine made from apples, but that was
Well, I mean, I don't drink wine anyway.
because it's an apple orchard or a wine vineyard.
Hold on.
Because wine is typically grapes.
Danny, I'm not going to capture it.
I mean,
Does it matter?
it matters. Hold on. Let me turn the sound
Oh
off.
my god. This is going to be great for our audio podcast.
Those are trees.
Those are not trees. She is taller
Hold on,
than
hold on.
them. Those are grapevines that are trained.
Danny was wrong.
They look like trees.
They're not.
Because
They
they're
look like
trained to the way they have them trained on the like fencing and stuff kind of makes them look that way.
All right.
Anyways,
if you
that's
thought Danny was
stupid.
dumb, download the episode.
Don't worry, I have no self-esteem to burn anyways.
Oh my god, it'd be really funny for it to be the most downloaded episode.
That
just
would
out
be
of spite.
horrible,
Oh my
but funny
God.
at the same time.
Yeah, it would be horrible.
But this movie's great. I like the twist in it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, you find out the killer was. You get a kind of hint in the beginning with the detective not cleaning out, but in the juicer saying like this was a kink. This isn't like a kill. Then you find out it's a couple killing, but he stops when the main girl's just like, so you're a couple, and he's like, we're a throuple. You actually killed somebody else. So
I knew that it was going to be more than one person.
Yeah.
Like, that was so obvious.
Yeah, it was definitely more than one, for sure. Knew it was the cop, like, about halfway through, based on
things she was saying.
Yeah, things she was saying, things she was doing.
As soon as she said it's a kink, that's when I'm like, she did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't tell me otherwise. Or like she's also a sociopath killer that just is in love with the heart eyes because that's such a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
weird.
Can I just say just a little thing?
Mm-hmm.
I
Hated it?
No, I didn't hate it. I think overall I thought it was okay. Like I gave it a 3 out of 5. Like it was fine. It's a movie that I didn't feel like I was suffering through, but it felt like there was a couple things that were irking me. One, I didn't think this movie was funny at all. I thought, if anything, I thought it got grating for the humor after a bit. Where I was like, oh my fucking god, stop making these shitty jokes. Oh
I
my
like
god.
shitty jokes.
There was one joke that got a chuckle out of me when she was like, you work out all the time, you have muscles, use them. He's like, these muscles aren't used for violence, they're used for cuddling. And I thought that was funny. But other than that, every other thing was like, oh my god. And it would get so schmaltzy. Like this felt like I was watching like a Hallmark movie mixed with like a slasher movie thing.
Yeah.
Which, like, sure, it's fine, but like, oh my
That's like
god.
a perfect actual description is
yeah.
Hallmark.
Say, I liked at the
slasher.
end that she proposed to him.
I liked
I
that
like
too.
that too.
I thought
I
that
was
was
like,
cute.
Good for them.
Yeah. I like that he was like, just move in, and she's like, no, let's marry. Like, you know what? Fuck yeah.
After a year? I'm sorry, a year?
Yeah.
That's too sudden.
To
Is
move
it?
in?
To get married?
To get married.
Oh, married.
Yeah.
Okay,
In a year?
I said two things, and my brain died. Sorry. Anyways, we're gonna keep going.
But yeah, so the kills and stuff were fine. I felt like the end where like the hard eyes guy is like walking through the movie, the drive-in movie theater thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no fucking way
No.
that people are just gonna let that happen.
No. Yeah.
I love the fucking hippie couple. That hippie couple, they just enjoying their best life, and they died, and like that was such a. I like how they died. That's I don't even care if it's fucked up. Like I think that was like so interesting of a kill to like just slam her down. Like, so if you don't watch it, she takes a crowbar. Is that what?
Tire iron.
It's not a crowbar. It's a tire iron.
Tire iron, and shoves it into the guy's mouth who was laying down in the bed of the van, as she's screaming as she's on top, and then takes her head as she's screaming and slams it onto the other end, and then they kiss because he slammed so hard. So, but
Dude, what is it with killers and Valentine's Day?
I don't know, man.
Because we've watched
kinky
2 other movies that I can think of that we watched at least on the show. There's Valentine, which I mean, that's in the name,
we had a whole Valentine's Day month.
My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, then we
Love makes people do crazy, strange things.
Exactly.
Till death do us part.
Yeah, man.
I liked her little ad. That was
so did I actually.
Yeah, I was here for that. And
Yeah.
I love that the guy, when they refer, like, who broke your heart? Like, you don't just make this. And it's like, sir, I would have made that. And I am very fine. Like,
yeah.
Are you, though?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Why is this breaking up for me?
I don't know.
Danny keeps cutting out, so I don't know what's happening there.
I know why. Because my
She's
microphone is all the way over there and not
That's not what
over
it
here.
is. It's not what it is.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're like,
Well,
your video also keeps kind of like glitching.
really? Because that's funny, because you're like pixelated and Justin is not.
Oh. Danny and I are just gonna fight.
We are
Yeah,
eldritch
yours
beings.
just. You guys are like in 144p for me right now.
Oh, maybe it's Justin.
Interesting.
Maybe it's Justin's fault because he's the only one not
Justin
having
is the
a problem. Yeah, Justin's
Um,
the problem. How dare you?
I like this movie. I think it was very like campy,
Yeah,
I guess.
extremely
But
campy. It was rom-com
we like
horror.
that. Yeah, rom-com horror. I think that's a fun
Mhm.
little like genre that needs to be explored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's explored a lot.
Well,
I mean,
I think it needs to be explored well.
yeah, exactly. Like, I think of all the rom-com horrors that I've seen, like, this was probably one of the better done ones.
Yeah.
Because it was at least, like, entertaining throughout. Like, even though some of the stuff was just, like, so sappy and, like, like...
But they recognized it as sappy, too. They're like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was a pretty, like, self-aware movie that I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, this is bizarre. Like, no. I appreciate when movies are self-aware and still manage to tell a story and not make it completely stupid, but still a little stupid.
When
you will.
the husband dies at the end, what a brutal death. Like, to get his little... I like his little arrow things.
Mm-hmm.
I like how those little arrows are great.
Mm-hmm.
But, when he falls over and all the wax falls on top of him, and I'm like, oof, that's gotta hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The aesthetic
So bad.
seems something that you guys would have.
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
It was nice.
I would
It
live
was
there.
It was a nice aesthetic. I like thinking about that they took the time to set up all of those candles and light all of those candles
To knock
just to
them
call
over.
her and be like, hey, we got your dude. Like,
Yeah.
that's some dedication. I mean, I know
They
there was
were
two
very
of them,
dedicated.
but like,
But it turned them on. That was like their thing.
yeah,
For all we know, they only fucked once a year.
right?
And that's just like their foreplay is like all that shit because it's a kink, as
Mhm.
they said.
Yeah.
Her death was
Boy.
brutal. I think it was excessive because I don't
Seemed-
know how the
seemed
knife
like it had
went
some
through
good-
her completely.
It seemed like it was practical effects for a lot
Mhm.
of it.
Yeah, that seemed. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
With the head ripping in half
Uh-huh.
thing, it looked like it
Yeah.
was actually practical. So
Yeah. Which,
that was nice to see.
depending on where the like sword went through, she felt every bit of that.
That's got to be fun.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, and they kind of showed that she was like still sort of conscious through a lot of it and like kind of struggling to like stand. But
Well, science
Yeah.
has done theories and I believe that tests on mice see how cognitive the brain is after you're beheaded and if you actually can see stuff after you're beheaded and it does show brain activity for like I think 45 seconds or something after meditation, like after you're
That's-
beheaded.
That's
So
a terrible, horrible fact. Thank you,
Mhm.
Danny.
Mhm.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So you can recognize
Awful.
that you were beheaded. That's
Mhm.
why a lot of times people think like back in the I forget which reign it was in England, but one that beheaded a lot.
Oh, it was in. Depending on what you're
I
thinking
think
of.
France.
It was in France
think
when they were
France.
using the guillotine. There was a guy who was like, I'm gonna blink for every second that I remain conscious, and he blinked seven times after being beheaded. So,
Yeah.
7 seconds of consciousness.
You can notice
after
that
being
you.
And then he died.
And then he died.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Mhm.
So it makes you wonder if you feel like those whole 7 seconds. Like, is there pain? Anyways,
Yeah, like
you're cut off from it.
yeah,
but you're still like
you
still
you
have
would feel
pain,
something
like,
here.
Yeah, like mildly. I mean, you wouldn't feel anything like under that, but you definitely would feel
Mhm.
pain where the severing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was conscious enough to remember to blink and not think about how much pain he was in.
I imagine that dying, like with your head cut off and you're still conscious. I feel like what's going on in your brain is like, you know, that feeling of like when you get up too fast,
Yep.
and it kind of feels like you've disappeared from the world.
Yes.
That's probably what dying feels like.
Oh, I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what dying feels like, but I think you're right that's you just disappear.
Yeah, and people are like, well, what is being dead like? You know, like, oh, well, what is it like in between the times where you're awake and when you're asleep?
Look, as I can attest for that, for the fact that I blank out, like just black out before I have a seizure and stuff like that, and then I just wake up in a new place. It is just very like, like okay,
yeah.
This movie though is entertaining. It's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
It took me an extra 40 minutes to like actually get through it because like I did get bored at points, so I had to take a break and I played like a game for like 40 minutes and then went back to finishing it.
You just
But
stayed for the after credit thing, right?
No.
well,
There's a scene in the middle of the credits.
Fuck. I
oh,
gotta go back.
No, it's fine. Basically, she gets a phone call saying like I'm watching you or whatever, and then it's like, wait, who is this? And it's like, I'm just fucking with you. It was her friend taking a picture of them getting engaged.
Oh.
oh yeah, I'm watching it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I always
Roses.
scroll through just to make sure there's nothing else that I could be missing.
I get it.
Yeah. Roses are red, violets are blue. Guess who took a picture of you? Yeah, that's pretty fucking creepy.
God, let me see what else I could say about
Yo, straight up though, that's got some PTSD. For her to be like, relax, bitch. She was ran around for hours.
Why would you ever want to go back to that place? I'm sorry.
I know.
Watch people like
Remember
die.
when we almost died here? Let's get married. Let's get engaged here.
Yeah, let's get engaged here.
I mean, people have their kink.
But it could be the idea of like, let's replace the bad memories with happy memories.
Yeah.
You know?
I have no happy memories.
Yes, you do. You
Now,
dumb bitch.
if she did that in the, if she was like, let's get married in the church that we killed the couple in, that's a
same
different story.
thing.
I did.
I was
You
like,
called me a
"Fuck
bitch
you."
first.
I said, fuck you, Danny. And then you went, listen here, you stupid bitch. Thanks. Jeez.
Danny, since we're a podcast, you can't tell. I got really bad bags under my eyes because I haven't been able to sleep. I am very
that bag, and in return, she has bags under her eyes.
I have not been able to sleep, so I am very testy.
Testicle.
So, yes.
You're a couple of balls.
I am.
All right.
Yo, speaking of balls, that poor detective dude that got the machete to his crotch.
He kind of deserved
That guy was
it, though.
weird.
Yeah. He kind of like, you know what? His performance reminded me
kill
of.
him immediately.
His performance reminds me of Willem Dafoe's performance in Beetlejuice 2 as the detective. That's when, like, how he was acting, it made me think that he was just like doing that.
I forgot that he was in that movie.
I forgot that he was in
I was
that
so
movie
happy
too.
I forgot that we watched it. You know, like I have to like, think about it. Like, what was that?
Willem Dafoe is great. I like when I don't realize Willem Dafoe movies. Same thing happened with Nosferatu. I was watching that movie and like randomly was in it. I'm like, what the fuck? When did he get here? Yeah, same thing with Beetlejuice too. I didn't know he was in it, and then next thing I know, he's got a major part in it.
He's in everything.
He is in everything. Yeah. He's a good actor though, so he deserves it.
But yeah, I don't know if there's really anything else.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Oh wait! Did you guys like the scene where she's trying to hide her vibrator?
Yes. Oh my
yeah.
god, it was amazing.
Have you guys had an instance like that where you had to be like, oh, hold on a second, let me just kind of casually.
I don't have one.
Chuck it.
No, because you know what? If somebody is in my bedroom and they see a vibrator, that's on them. Because they came into my bedroom without asking.
I'm just gonna not go into Cass's bedroom
What?
at any point.
Kyle just said, "Is it on them or in you?"
Hey yo.
Yes.
Hey yo.
All right, I'm sorry. If we're hanging out and I walk into your bedroom and you just start jerking it, yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm not sticking around for fucking DJ Diddle time. I'm leaving. This is too weird.
Yeah, but no, for real,
Cass,
like,
couldn't you keep it together?
but for real, like, if you go into someone's room without like their
That's not what I
permission,
thought you were gonna say.
without their permission, like whatever is out and you see, like, that's your fault.
I mean, I went
I
to go
guess
see
that's
my
fair.
other friend Danny. I went into their bedroom because we were hanging out
Mhm.
and they were getting ready and stuff. And I walk in and there's just a huge dildo,
Yeah, that's your fault.
and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then I look more and there's more dildos. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't know what else I should have. They're like, "Are you surprised by that?" I'm like, honestly, I thought there'd be even more than what's
Yeah.
currently here.
But yeah, that's also the other thing. Like, they're adults. She's a single woman, and even if she wasn't a single woman, it's normal to have toys. Like,
Exactly. That's why I have all. Oh, you can't see it in the video. Never mind.
I just want to say
As a
her
s-
ex was
As a
shitty.
single man,
Mhm.
I've got 19 Gundams on my shelf.
yep.
Hell yeah! As a Danny, I don't have any
Autism.
of that actually. I have Legos on a table. You're like, you know those like 90s like pull
I
out
don't think she
tables and
heard
stuff?
me.
And I just have like a Lego Pokeball and pixelated Pokemon Lego sets.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
No, because I wanted to talk about my Legos.
That goes hand in hand with what I said. So
Oh,
I'll say it after.
you guys want to see my Legos? Because they're great.
Oh my god.
No, but do you
Rufus!
This is Rufus.
That's Rufus! Wait,
All
wait,
right, we-
Cass, pick him up. Show Justin how.
He is a
What a
chunky
loafy
boy.
fist.
Okay, we're getting off topic here. We can't. If you want to see the cat, you got to go to the YouTube channel.
Look at this
Look how
man.
That's a chunk.
He's a big
boy.
boy.
He's the
He's
biggest
so lovable.
boy.
Look at him.
Oh,
He's
God.
just like, yes.
Just
yes,
wanna get
human, hold me.
hug. That's the kind of cat I would get.
Yeah.
You are that cat.
Are you purring, bud?
I'm a chunky
Are
tabby
you
cat.
purring?
Yes.
Yeah. I have never seen him jump on the desk. It's usually the other two.
He does sometimes.
He's been clingy. He's sniffing.
Trying to get it.
Okay.
Can you
Well,
hear him?
that's it for the episode, guys.
Rufus!
Thanks for being here. I'm sorry that it derailed, but that's just kind of what
it
happened.
just derails into like, you know what's the worst part about this? My manager listens to our show.
You know what's the
So he's
worst
just
part
gonna
about
listen
this?
listen
luck,
to you guys
Danny's
talk about
manager.
dildos and me talk about my Lego set. And he's gonna no. You want to know what makes this worse? Hold on, we're gonna make this worse here.
I'm gonna
It's
get
because
Danny
I will talk about I talk about John, and because John doesn't live here, do you want to know who calls John my imaginary boyfriend? So he's gonna be like, that's
He
on
is
par for
imaginary.
Danny
We've
for
never seen him.
to have only Legos, no adult toys, and have an imaginary boyfriend. This is giving him fuel. Hi,
That
Ian.
cat is snuggled in.
Oh, wait, look at his smile.
I need that.
He's a good boy. I know.
Anyway, so yeah.
If any women want to do that to me, please DM. Please DM me. All right. Download the episode. Follow. I'm sorry that this.
Turned
Dude,
into
I
something.
mean, at
There-
this
there
point,
wasn't
if you've been
really to
listening
talk
every
about.
episode. This is just kind of how this is going at this
Mhm.
point.
Yeah.
We're just going off the rails.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, see you guys. Get the fuck out. Bye.
Get the fuck out.
Bye.
Bye.